Oh, I have dogs barking. Oh no. Sorry, I have dogs barking.
Is music up? Mute.
What link have you sent? This is not a Republic.
No. The one that Anasuya did send. This is on the one.
It's all the way up.
I'm going live, okay?
Yeah.
One.
No music.
With the music. We are live.
Someone please give a countdown.
We are live.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello world. We are back again with yet another episode on MSP Unfiltered. I pray that everyone is safe at the ends and maybe listening to us for about an hour would take you to your happy place. It always feels really great coming back with new videos each week and trying our best to encourage everyone on keeping themselves occupied. Hi there, I'm Anusuya Sizapati, a beta Microsoft student partner from Nepal, and I'm one of your co-hosts for today. I welcome you all to our third stream of MSP Unfiltered, where we share you the stories of our favorite MSPs. By now, many of us might have already been familiar with what MSP Unfiltered is, but to our new viewers, we are a group of four MSPs who came up with this unique idea on portraying the struggles and failures of our favorite MSPs. I guess we all are familiar with their success and achievements, and now it's finally the time we bring you the spots of their struggles as well. For today's episode, as you all know, we have Samir Si-Mohammed to share out his life stories with us. Hi, Samir.
Hey, Alicia. Hello, everyone. Thank you for inviting me again.
Yeah.
It's
Now
such
I'd
a
like
great
to
thing for me to
introduce-
be here.
Yeah, that's great. Now I'd like to introduce you all to my fabulous team. For today's episode, I have three of my awesome and equally talented co-hosts, Simran, Rohit, and Pallavi. Guys, could you all introduce yourself a little bit more, please?
Hi everyone. I'm the host that always doesn't shut up on this stream. And my name is Simran Makiza. I'm a beta student partner from India.
I'm Pallavi, and I'm so excited to be here. And after watching a lot of TED videos related to MS and PhD, I'm so excited to hear Samir. So excited.
Hello, hello everyone. I am Rohit. Did you miss me in the previous episode? Lol, I am back here in this one. I am a beta MSP from India.
I think this is the first time you're all hearing Samir. Not Samir, sorry, Rohit. And Samir for a lot of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's move forward. Let's formally introduce our guests who in the MSP community does not require much of an introduction anymore. Samir is an intern at Eurecom. He's working with fabulous technology. I am very fascinated with the research work that he's doing. He's also a student at ESI, and Samir is from Algeria. He loves to play music and he loves to sing. We love to hear him sing. Welcome, Samir. Thanks a lot for joining us today.
Thank you very much. I think that you have made like a complete description about me. We can skip this session now. I'm just kidding. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Well, there's a lot more to you than your formal introduction, and that's what this entire episode is about. So, let's start. I've introduced you, and you said I gave you a complete formal introduction, but coming from you, if you were to introduce yourself to somebody that you've never spoken to before or met before, how would it be?
I would say that I'm simply a person who tries to give the best of himself at everything that he does. In every situation, whether it's for professional purposes or social purposes, I just try to be the best version of myself. I just try to give the best of myself, and yeah, I guess this is maybe the way I think and the way I live. So yeah, I would say this.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
very
that was a
motivating.
really good introduction that you gave yourself. Now let's get a little deeper into the topics. We all have education as our backbone to wherever we have reached in life right now. So can you tell us a little bit more about your educational background, please, Samir?
Okay, so concerning my educational background, as you said, I'm a student at the Higher National School of Computer Science in Algiers. I'm a fifth year student, actually final year one. And so yeah, so about my background, so I studied computer science during the first 3 years of my of university. I was doing like basics on computer science. I wasn't on a specialty. And since the fourth year, I'm on specialty working on computer systems. And yeah, I'm really fascinated by mobile networks, everything concerning 5G and 4G, and also machine learning, data science. I have participated to some summer schools about data science. It was so exciting. And yeah, there are some technologies that I do like, for example, augmented reality or virtual reality. Even though I am not very good on them, I didn't like work a lot on them. But yeah, and actually, as you said, I'm working on I'm an intern. I'm working on deploying the deployment of drones on 5G networks. So it's kind of exciting. Yeah, I find this exciting. And yeah, I was a former Ericsson intern in Algeria. I've made an internship of 1 month in Ericsson. That was so cool too. I worked on something related to mobile networks too. And so yeah, this is like basically my educational background. So I'm pursuing an engineer's degree that I hope I will get by the end of June or July, and master's. Yeah. So that's basically my educational background.
That's great. Now we know a bit about your educational background. But how did you get into tech?
How did I get into tech? This is a good question actually, and the answer might help some people who are struggling about what they want to do. Actually, we have an exam to access to university in Algeria, and 2 weeks before the exam, I didn't know what to do. I was just hesitating between medicine and computer medicine. Why? Because I like it. I mean, the fact that your goal is to help people is something very good. I mean, it's exciting. And computer science is because my family are computer scientists too. So I had a PC, I had a computer very young, and I was playing games. So of course, I was just like most of the kids today, and at the time, I was excited by computer science. So when I passed my exam, I just the school where I am is somehow hard to access. You must have a good mark, and I got quite good marks. So I just said, okay, why not? Let's try this. And I integrated the university, and after 1 or 2 weeks, I knew that this is what I wanted to do. I just felt myself like in my element. So yeah. So to answer the question, I discovered tech. I mean, I was a kid. I was playing games. I was just chilling on the internet. That was cool. But I got to know more and deeper about this just because maybe a coincidence after my exam, after I integrated computer science, after I graded my university. Sorry. So yeah, that's basically how I discovered computer science.
Wow. That is understanding that you want to do that within 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Very
and
big thing.
That must have been a
I just
difficult
I just
decision.
wanna I just wanna put the emphasis with maybe some people are hearing us. If you don't know what to do, sometimes okay, there are some people who know what they want to do. I mean, they want to be doctors, they want to be computer science. It's very cool. If you don't know, sometimes you just have to you just have to dive into a domain and see whether you like it or not. I mean, even if you don't like it, if you lose maybe 1 year is nothing out of a life. So yeah, just people should try to do things, to dive into things in order to know whether they like it or not.
Yeah, exactly. But Samir, you did mention that you were confused between medicine and computer science. Why particularly these two? Because we have ample fields.
Um, okay, for computer science, I told you it's because my family was computer scientists, and computer scientists open a lot of opportunities of working. So this is so wide. The domain is so wide, and medicine, as I told you too, I think it's. I really loved some series about doctors, like Doctor House or New Amsterdam, even though the last one is just recent. But yeah, I told you the idea of helping people, of making your work is to help people. This is something very good. I really love the idea. So yeah. And for the other domains, I did not like. Maybe I didn't get to know more about them. Maybe I just didn't want to. So yeah. But basically, medicine and computer science. These were my two domains that I wanted to follow. Yeah.
Wow, feeling of helping others is great.
Sorry.
Feeling to help others, the feeling that
Yeah, exactly.
it's
Yeah,
amazing.
this is. I mean, this is very honorable in a life. I mean, to help people is something. This is maybe one of the best things that you can ever do in your whole life, and to make it your work and your profession is something very exciting.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
I just take the occasion to thank our doctors who are all over the world, who are struggling a lot with this crisis, and so we wish them luck, and we thank them. We are very grateful for them.
So you did mention that you were confused between medical and tech, and you ended up making the choice of tech. So how does the prospects of med tech make you feel? The crossover between medicine and tech. Would that be something you'd be interested in?
Yeah. I'm interested on that. Even though I don't know a lot about these things, and but sometimes, I mean, when you try to combine computer science with medicine, either you know some things about medicine, then it's okay. Maybe a doctor could use computer science in his research, so that can help him. Or maybe you're just a computer scientist who wants to do something, who wants to tackle a problem of medicine, just as the same way as you tackle a problem of, I don't know, any kind of stuff. I mean, with for example, with recent deep learning models, sometimes you just try to make the prediction of cancer, for example, with computer vision. So yeah, I think that the idea is very exciting, and I deeply think that computer science can help medicine to get into another dimension. Even though I also think that this is not going to be easy, because we often tend to trust humans over machines. So yeah, but I think that computer science can help medicine a lot.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so computer science can help medicine, and in general, I think the main motive behind computer science is solving problems of any kind, right? So, how
Exactly, yeah.
important do you think it is for today's generation to know
It's
about
not gonna be.
technology?
I think that everybody should know at least some basics of technology, even the elders. So it's because it's taken a so important place in our life today. There is so few things that you can do without technology, without computer science. So I mean, to our generation, it's something very mandatory to know about computer science, how to use a computer. Sometimes how to write algorithms, how to write programs, but at least the basics of computer science, everybody should know about them, whatever the domain that they want to follow. I mean, I also give advice to maybe some people don't know what they want to do, like they don't really know what they want to do. I advise them to do computer science because it opens so many opportunities, and also the special thing about computer science is that it opens to you other domains too. For example, you do computer science, but you love, I don't know, you love history. you can sometimes do computer science, apply for history, for example, using augmented reality techniques. So yeah, computer science is very, very important in our generation. I guess everybody already know that, and this generation should definitely know more about how to use computer, how to write programs, and there's also another thing that I love to say is that there's also the algorithmic way of thinking. I mean, everybody should have should think in an algorithmic way. So this will help. I don't know, but for me, it really helped me be more organized and more problem focused. So for example, I put some algorithms in my head, and this just makes me able not to forget things, to do things better, to check things twice, etc. So I think that computer science also in this way, without machine, just in our way of thinking, our algorithmic way, can help people. Yeah.
Wow, exactly. I completely agree, and trust me, I did.
Yeah, on it. Set up a VM. We'll have to go through a VM setup now.
Okay, just check
Next
now.
time.
Just check once.
It's okay now. Okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay, just check now. Just check once.
It's okay. We are back live. We are extremely sorry.
Yeah, it's cool.
Can someone please mute it? Yeah. Okay. We are so much thankful to Aditya. We are back, and we seriously need to use Azure VM. So yeah, we are going to use it from the very next time for sure. And thank you so much, Aditya, for helping us out. And sorry for the interruption, guys. And Anasuya, please continue.
Oh, okay. I'll. So we were talking about.
People are complaining from some echo. Can you just mute your
Yeah,
mic?
exactly.
I think the echo must have been gone. I hope. Yeah, now it's perfect.
Echo is gone.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
it's okay. Now it's working, so it's okay.
Yeah, cool. I think we can get back to how we were. Yeah.
I
So
think Samir was telling us about how satisfied he is with his life.
yeah, and I think we can have you back on cam, Samir. That's fine. We're good.
I think I should keep it
Really
this way
sorry.
because my network isn't so good, so I'm afraid that
Yeah,
if
yeah,
I
sure.
have a camera, it will be so cool.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. We're really sorry for this.
It's okay. It's okay. It's not your fault.
Yeah.
We are having an echo, guys.
No, we no longer have an echo. It's fine. It's cool.
Yeah, it's fine now.
Okay, moving forward, we were talking about how you were talking about how you're satisfied with where you are at present. Are you happy with where you're going?
This is a tough question because I don't precisely know where I'm going, but I think that yeah, wherever my path leads me, I think I'm gonna be satisfied because, as I told you, the most important thing is I'm doing what I love. If there is no passion with what you do, then you're maybe in the wrong path. If there is passion and maybe you struggle sometimes, it's okay. It's okay. Since there is passion, this is the necessary condition, and so yeah. So I think I'm satisfied wherever my path leads me from what I am now.
That's amazing. Passion is extremely important in whatever we do. That's really true.
Yeah.
That sort of always brings me back to this initiative that we've got. We're here because we're passionate about stories. I keep saying this all over again. And we'll be very happy to hear yours today.
Everything is about passion.
Yeah, totally. It's all about passion.
Yeah. So to the question that Simran asked, I'd like to add to that. Do you have any regrets in life up till now?
I'm sorry, I didn't get you. Do I have what?
Regrets?
Regrets. Maybe some regrets, but I mean, these are regrets. But if I were able to change them, maybe I wouldn't. because I somehow like theory about balance in life. So as much as you suffer one day, you will just be happy the other day. So I think that every successful path passes from some regrets and some bad choices. So yeah, is this we just have to move on, and we just have to work with them and to live with them. So maybe I have some regrets, but it's okay. They are not a big deal. So yeah, I'm lucky.
Mm,
Okay,
yes.
yeah, exactly. But regrets are like bad times, and how I would love to know how do you deal with those bad times?
As you people have mentioned, I I really love music. I play some guitar and I sing. So music always like often helps me. I whether by listening or by singing or by playing. There's also some sports. I love sports too, football especially. So yeah, that helps me just pass through when I go through difficult times. It helps me out. And there is also some other ways. I mean, I just focus like let me tell you just one quote that my father always told me. Um, Whatever you see today as a mountain, tomorrow you will see it as a small rock. So I just remember that everything passes. So at the moment I'm very disappointed, I'm very sad, but I know that it will come a time where I'll be happy and everything will pass. So yeah, I just try my best to remember that at the right moment.
That's great. I mean, that's a quote that we could all write down somewhere and keep in mind when we're going through difficult times, I believe, because what we see as a huge problem today, when we get over the problem, it seems like something really small. So, yeah, this is something that everybody should probably just write and keep on their whiteboard or their boards. I mean, this is something that I am definitely noting down.
Yeah, Simon, could you repeat the quote once again so that our listeners could hear it out even better? Samir, could you do it?
Okay, I'll just repeat. It's
Mm-hmm.
whatever you see today as a mountain, tomorrow you will see it as a small rock. So
Yeah.
everything passes. You just have to move on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's some really amazing thoughts, Samir, your father has. Okay, so Vedant mentioned some awesome thing here. Vedant said MSP itself is a program for students who have passion. So yeah, that makes me wonder, how did you find out about this MSP program?
Um, Actually, I knew about the program like some times ago because I have a brother, a big brother, who is 5 years old or more older than me. And he was an MSP actually. He was also a computer scientist. He was studying at the same university where I am now. So, and he was part of Microsoft Student Partner. So I think it was between, I don't know, 2013 or 14. Yeah, so that's what I heard about the program, and yeah, last year I just applied and got accepted. So yeah, that's basically how I heard about the program. My brother was an MSP, so.
That is so great. I mean, but there is another question for me. Like you knew about the program for some years then, so why didn't you apply earlier?
It's because in my school, the first 2 years are somehow hard and complicated. So sometimes it's hard to deal with studies and extracurricular activities. So I just somehow made a choice. I chose to for the first 2 years focus only on my studies, because we have like a competition that we pass after the 2 years in order to integrate the higher school. So I was just focusing on my studies, and I decided not to integrate neither clubs nor these kind of communities like MSP. So yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
basically why I did not apply.
So, as you said earlier about your late start to the journey of an MSP, according to you, what would be an ideal time to apply for the program, Samir?
I mean, it depends. It depends on every person.
But according to you?
According to me, it depends on how you can keep and how you can deal with your studies at the same time. So if you see yourself able to study well, to be active in your studies, and also that you can also at the same time be part of some communities, then just do it. I mean, you have to do things that you feel. Yeah, but yeah, basically for people in my school, I would say that maybe starting from the third year is the best choice. Sometimes you can do it from the second. Yeah, but yeah, that depends. That depends on people. Yeah.
So you heard it, viewers. It's according to Samir, you should start up with your second or third year, but it's all up to you. You could be a first year student and start up into the journey, and you can be completely fine, or else you can be a fourth year student and still apply and rock out 1 year of the MSP journey.
It's never too late to start. And this is such an amazing place to be. If you can join just for 6 months, please do. I mean, to
Yeah, and
anyone who's not an MSP.
I just want to give something to say something else. As I told you, I applied last year, so I was accepted on September 2019. And honestly, when we talked about the regrets that I had, maybe this is one of them. I was not really active during the first months on MSP, so it's like I just got to Microsoft Teams, and I've seen so many people posting stuff, knowing each other, and I knew nobody. So yeah, I wasn't very active during the first months, and maybe 3 months later, I just decided. So as I told you, it's up to you. I just decided to be more active, and I started posting some things, and people just replied, and that's what I got to know some friends, just as you people, and yeah. So you can do whatever you want. Is just a feeling that you must have. And I really advise people to be, if they are part of this community, I really advise them to be more active. They will learn so many things. They will discover so many awesome people. So it's just a golden opportunity.
It definitely is.
Yeah, definitely. And plus, if I talk about my experience so far, it's like I got to know a lot of people who are very supportive and very helping. So it's like a community that must join. It's like you must join this community. And Samir, I'm going so off track, but I want to ask something like, what's your motive in life? What you're doing right now is just completely awesome. But what's your complete ultimate goal?
I would say in a deep way, maybe just to be happy. And when I say to be happy, I mean of with all aspects of life, in social, with my friends, in family, in work, in professional way. So yeah, I just wanna live my life at 100%, and just give the best of myself. That really that somehow goes with the definition that I gave you at the beginning. So just to give the best of myself, and see what I can what position I can reach. So yeah, so that's basically always give the best of yourself. This is continuously motivating me. Yeah. So whatever I'm doing, I'll just try to do more and to do better. So yeah, that's motivating me.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about the internship that you're doing. This was a compulsory part of your college program, I think. Yes.
Yes.
So
At the end, at our final year, students of my school have to make an internship of at least 6 months, and yeah. So this is my final year internship. Yeah.
yeah. So did you have any difficulties looking for this internship?
Actually, I didn't really look for it. Just to tell you, in my school, some teachers and some students just share with us some opportunities and some offers of internship, and I just received one I received this one, and I was interested by the domain, as I told you, mobile networks, since I have made one internship before at Ericsson. So yeah, I just applied and made an interview, and I was accepted. And this was actually the first internship that I was applying for. So yeah, I guess maybe I was lucky. I was lucky, but yeah.
Could you tell us a little bit more about the application process, about your how you went about securing this internship at Eurecom, and like how did you get into this particular field?
As I told you, the first internship that I made was in Ericsson, Algeria. And how I got it, we also have like a mandatory internship during our third year, the end of our third year, so the beginning of our fourth one. So I just had an opportunity of making. I knew nothing about this field, about this domain. So I just had an opportunity. I knew someone at Ericsson Algeria, so I made some an interview, and that went well. And yeah, so that's what I began my internship. And I learned things there. I mean, I didn't know anything about that domain before, and so yeah, so I finished my internship, and after that, so I was hesitating also about the domain that I want to specialize myself on, and when I saw this offer of internship concerning mobile networks and 5G. I was interested, and so yeah, so I applied, and that's how I got myself into this domain.
So how was your overall experience in the internship? Like the overall experience?
You mean the one I'm doing now?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Eurecom internship, the research work.
Yeah, actually, it's great. I feel very good working there, because I'm doing research, and I really love research. I discovered it just this year, maybe last September, and yeah, so I love research. So since I'm doing research here, it's so cool actually. The team is great. There are people from different countries, from India, from Italy. So yeah, it is such a great opportunity for me, and what I'm doing also, like the technical side of what I'm doing, is also interesting me. My advisor is cool. So yeah, everything is going well. So I'm really enjoying my internship now.
That's amazing.
Well, everyone is affected by COVID-19. So how is your internship affected by COVID-19?
Maybe we are my team. Maybe we are working less than what we would have been working without the COVID, of course. But we're still managing to work. I mean, between maybe I don't want to say the advantages of COVID, but what COVID maybe has taught us is that remote working is possible, to make conferences, to make remote meetings. And so yeah, so I think we managed, maybe we somehow managed to do what we needed to do, and yeah, so I did some things. I wrote two research papers. Actually, I wrote one from scratch during this crisis. So I guess yeah, I can be satisfied with what I did and how it affected me. Yeah.
Since we're on the topic of research, why did you choose to go into research for your internship?
I discovered this domain. I told you this year we had some courses about this, where we got to know about what research consisted on, and yeah, so I think I prefer research. It's because for example, in industry, you're just hired and you're just given a task, and you have something to do and you do it. So that's it. But in research, actually, sometimes you don't know what to do. You don't know whether you're gonna arrive. You don't know where you're gonna stumble, where you're gonna fall, where you're gonna arrive. So that's the exciting thing about research that I love. It's research is somehow about mystery. You just have like a global or a general topic, and you just explore paths and you explore solutions on it. And it depends whether you will find good results or not. So yeah, that's the thing that I love about research. And there's also maybe some biological reason. My family are teachers too, My father is a researcher. Sorry. So yeah, so maybe research is in our blood.
Do you believe in destiny or luck per se?
Yes, I do believe in destiny, and there's also another quote about luck, which says that luck is just the smiling of hard work. So yeah, I believe in luck sometimes, but I put it in the second position after hard work. So it's like I don't wait. It's like if I want something, I don't wait for luck to show up on the and give this thing to me. I work hard, and if it's not enough, maybe sometimes I can refer to luck. But yeah, so it comes at the second position. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Would you call yourself an optimist?
Yes. I would say the same answer as the previous question. I would say an optimist, and at the second position too. So the first position, I'm realistic and pragmatic. So I just value things as how they are. I don't see the positive or the negative side at the beginning. So for example, I do what I have to do. Sometimes I do if I do something and I think that it's not that good, I won't tell myself, okay, you have to see the positive side. You have done something great. I'll just say, okay, this is bad. This is not cool, and I try to make it better. And once it is good, maybe it has some bad sides. Now I can be an optimistic and say, okay, I did what I could. So let's be positive about this. So yeah, also at the second position, I'm optimistic at the second position.
That is so
That's
great.
great.
Those are some powerful, positive thoughts. But what do you do when things don't work out your way?
Sometimes I blame myself actually. Sometimes, even though maybe sometimes it's not my fault, but I still blame myself. Maybe I did not whatever I could do. Yeah, sometimes I start to get negative, but as I told you, this it just passes. It just passes with time. So yeah. I think that somehow sometimes it's good to blame yourself and to bully yourself sometimes, because it will make you make more efforts next time, and it will always make you like not having rest about what you're doing, and you will always try to optimize and do better and the next time. But yeah, but that should not be very bad. You should not be too bad on yourself. So yeah, everything should be in the middle. You should bully yourself, but not too much.
So, how do you pull yourself out of the bad times when you are in one of those situations?
I told you I often play
Music?
music. I listen
Hmm.
to music, yeah, some sports, and also I just remember that this is gonna pass. So I just maybe
Hmm.
time is the healing. Yeah.
Listening to everything that you have been saying, I'm just wondering on how do you manage time for all these stuffs and still be super energized? How do you do that?
Thanks for the compliment. Um, how do I manage my stuff? I mean, for example, to be honest, last times I did not get the time to really to play music, for example. But yeah, it's that sometimes I do what I want to do. So if I want to do music, I want to play music, I play music. But it's only when I have done what I must do. So I always begin but with what I must do when I must work, for example, and then
Hmm.
I just try to, when I have some free time, I try to do what I want during the free time, and yeah, so yeah, so that's basically how I manage to do things.
That's great.
Amazing, amazing.
We've all, I think, gathered at this point that music is a very important part of your life.
Yeah,
Since
yeah.
when have you, since when have you been into music?
um Concerning music, like listening to music, since I was a kid, my father just showed me our traditional music, and I got in love with that. So yeah, so since I'm a kid, I'm listening to music and singing like alone. And then I got to learn how to play guitar. when I was on high school. So it's been 6 years now. Yeah, maybe. And yeah, so when I played guitar, I just learned how to play, and it also helped me to sing too, because to play an instrument of music can help you a lot with singing. So yeah, that's basically music has always been a part of my life. Yeah, but
When
these
did you
last years,
first?
it takes a big part of my life.
When was the first time you ever played guitar? I remember us discussing there being a nice story about it. Would you like to share it?
Of course. So as I told you, I have an older brother. Actually, he wanted to learn guitar, so he bought one. And but during the week he was at the university, so he left his guitar home. And I passed like more than, I think, 1 month or maybe more. I was just looking at that guitar and doing nothing with it. And just one day I decided, I had nothing to do. I decided, okay, why not play? So I just took it, and that's what I learned. So yeah, I just took that guitar, and I struggled a lot at the beginning. It's very hard at the beginning. Your fingers hurt, but yeah, that's how I began.
That's really nice. I mean, music runs in your blood just like computer science, it seems like.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Also, some music you could suggest to someone going through hard times, Samir?
I'm a rap lover, so yeah. I would some it's often assimilated to negativity sometimes. Actually, sometimes it's true, sometimes it isn't. But there are some rappers who use rap to share their bad stories and their struggles. So, for example, I quote Eminem or NF. So yeah, I think that this kind of music can really help. Can really help people to go out from depression and negativity. Yeah. For example, if I quote, I don't know, Eminem with his drug strugglings.
After every successful person and helped you make extreme decisions in life, right? In life, Samir.
Yeah, is somehow my model. Because
Wow.
yeah, at the first side he made some choices, and about his life, that I naturally get inspired by him. So yeah.
Like whatever Samir is saying sounds so good, and it feels like okay, I can do it. But when you go about applying all these ideologies in real life, is very hard. It's really very hard. Trust me.
No, you well, Christ, you can do whatever.
Reading a lot of papers.
Community, and yeah, some papers for me, it's just that I like them or not. Some papers are
Not entirely, but you learn from somebody else's mistakes.
also reply by saying a middle answer. It depends someone has done them, that others have done, and not to make them. But there are some other, I don't know if you can call them mistakes, but there are some things that maybe some people have fallen into them, but maybe if you follow the same path, you wouldn't fall in the same way. So it depends on your person. You just have to try by yourself and see when it will lead you. So you have to inspire yourself, and sometimes you just have to try things by yourself.
Exactly. Now I'm wondering, like, you are a reader or a follower? How would you do this?
Actually, I don't like to describe myself as a leader, or I mean, a leader is a leader is nothing without the team that he is leading. So I prefer
Wow.
to hear people that say that I am a good leader, maybe. But yeah, talking about what I prefer to be a leader. Yeah, just a small example. For example, the school project that we have to make, that we had to make. I was often the leader on them. So yeah, I prefer to lead.
What? That's a natural preference, and that's amazing. I'm sure you make a great leader.
He
What?
sure will.
Yeah. What, according to you, are the the salient highlights, or as we'd write in our school exams, the salient features of a leader, I would say, something that a leader must have. What would
Well,
that be,
thank
in
you,
your opinion?
thank you, people, for your compliment. And the most important feature is just to maybe to inspire others. So we should make the difference between a superior or a boss and a leader. A boss is someone who is above you and gives you order and you do things and that's it. But a leader is someone who inspires you to do things. Someone who gives you the wish to do more. Someone who gives you the I don't know. He makes you want to do more and to be the best version of yourself. So if you want to be a good leader, you just make to you just make to you just have to make people around you feel better, and you just need to make them want to do more. So as I told you, the definition of a leader, uh, there's no leader without the team. So the good leader is the one who makes his team give the best results, and in a good way, of course. But okay, you can be a leader. You can, for example, you can just be good at, I don't know, dividing tasks and planning time. But yeah, that makes you maybe a good leader. But a very good leader or a perfect leader is someone who does this and also inspires others to give the best version of themselves.
Yeah, totally, totally. Like one thing I personally believe is to become a reader, you need to have that knowledge. And considering you, I can say, yeah, you have that knowledge. So, yeah, I personally think that you will be a great reader.
Thank
Moving
you. Thanks.
moving ahead, I'm just wondering, like you are doing MS and you'll be doing PhD, so you will be working like under someone. So would you prioritize a good work culture or a better pay?
No, definitely a good work culture, because money is not the final aim. I don't work to get money. I work to get happy, and to get happy, I need money. So that just comes with the thing. It's not a final aim. So if I were to decide between and to choose between work what I love what I do, and there is a good culture, and a work what I'm paid very well, I would choose the first one, the work what I feel good, and what I feel well, and what I do what I love. Yeah.
And I think everyone should do the same. Exactly.
Yeah, it depends. It depends on what people think. So yeah, we should not judge people. So people do what they want. Personally, I'm not this kind of people. Yeah.
Hmm. Nice, nice, nice.
Okay, that is so cool. But Samir, sometimes the goal for a person is to learn. So you mentioned that you love to watch anime, and currently you are watching Naruto. So in that we have in that we have a character Orochimaru, and his only aim in life is to achieve all the knowledge he can. So following this idea, do you prefer doing by learning or learning by doing?
Okay, so thank you so much for the question. Don't get me wrong, please. I'm watching the end of Naruto. Naruto, I watched it when I was younger, so it is very old. So I'm afraid that people who hear me, this is okay. He just discovered Naruto and he calls himself an anime fan. So yeah, I'm just I
Oh,
didn't
he's
have the
judging you.
occasion to finish it, so I'm just finish it. It only remained some 10 or 20 episodes. Okay, and about the thing, you said this. I was thinking about another character who is Kabuto, and actually Kabuto, I love the way he thinks. I love the way, just as Orochimaru, he tries to learn the most, like to learn more and more every time. But of course, we know what happened to him. He tried to do someone else. Okay, I don't want to spoil people, but yeah, I love this thinking about learning everything. So learn as much as you can, and the way I do it, I prefer learning by doing. Yeah, I just prefer, okay, just give me something, I'll try to do it, and then I will learn by making mistakes. I prefer the paradigm of learning by doing.
Yeah, that's really great. We have now come to know you a lot about. We have come to know a lot about you, but we still want to know more on how you engage yourself in a daily basis. So, what's it like? What's a typical day like in the life of Samir?
Okay, this is maybe different with the COVID crisis, but yeah, I work all the day. So in a normal day, I work from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So yeah, I just go to the research lab and I just work there. It's whether developing things, whether reading some research paper, whether writing papers, making meetings. So this kind of stuff. And at the end, like after my work, I often it depends. I just try to relax, whether it's with music or maybe with chilling with friends or making some sports, movies, series, yeah, this kind of things, yeah. So that's basically what a day is like. But during the weekend, I try to do maybe better things. I also try to relax with a lot of sport. I'll try to make a lot of sport during weekends, and also I love also to make some to learn some things over the internet with online courses, some certifications online. Yeah, so yeah, that's basically what I do.
You did mention reading in there somewhere.
Yeah, I also love reading like a lot.
So, what kinds of books do you like to read?
This depends. I love different kinds of books, and I love some philosophical books. So books who just put you at a position when you begin to think and to think about life and this kind of stuff. I also like historical books. I mean, books about some histories about the 15th century and the 14th, etc. Some yeah, these kind of books, yeah. But I think I love most of like any book who is well wrote and well written and who has great story behind that. It's yeah, it's cool.
That's great. I think we've got a chain of book lovers in our speakers. Last time as well, we discussed books with Aditya. So yeah, books I love. I love books personally. Yeah.
Books are amazing. Never let anyone tell you otherwise.
Guest appearance from our previous speaker.
Well, I am maybe off track, but I'm just wondering something. And like you're so optimistic, but like suppose that you are in a situation where you have a success rate of only 1%. Would you indulge into that task?
I didn't get you. Sorry.
If you are going for a task and the success rate is for about 1% only, would you like to do it or just stay away?
It depends. It depends whether, as I told you, it's always about passion. It depends whether I really want to do that, and but also if I have the time to do it. I mean, I'll try to do it. I'll try my best to do it if I want to do that. But I will make sure that before I do it, I just finish what I must do. So yeah, I'll just try to do it on my free time. You see, I won't take something that I want to do over something that I must do during my time. So yeah, I'll try to do both. I'll try to begin by what I must do. Okay, what I must do, I do it because I must do it. And then if I have time, I do things that I want to. Yeah. But risk, of course, if it's 1% chances of success of being successful, it also depends on the risk, on the time I put on it, and I don't know, it depends on the thing. So, but if the risks are not too big, I'll definitely do it. Yeah.
You put a lot of emphasis on must do and after must do. So how do you decide what's your must do?
I don't know. This depends. In life, there are something that you definitely must do. I don't know whether it's for well, okay. When I say this, I often talk about work. So sometimes I must do things. It can also be something in your behavior. I don't know, with other people. So things that maybe you have to do, but maybe you're lazy to do them. But yeah, this kind of stuff. It can be anything related to work. Can be anything related to how you behave with others. Can be anything how you behave with yourself. So, for example, you put a goal on your mind, and then you're lazy to do things. I don't know. It can be sport, it can be anything, or it can be reading every day. So yeah, you have to do it. You must do it, and so I do everything. I just do it actually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Great. Well, if you get a
That's cool.
chance, yeah, go ahead, Sunil.
Oh, well, I mean, this is maybe off the topic from what we were already speaking about, but whenever we've spoken to you or about you around the community, we always mention two places. We mention that Samir is from Algeria and that Samir is currently in France. I mean, this is something that everybody knows. So if you were to pick between the two places from an objective point of view, which place would you choose? Where would be a better place?
About this, people also started to make memes about that. So that was so funny. And in an objective way, I don't know. It depends. For example, for work, there's obviously more opportunities of work in France. So yeah, so maybe for a work point of view, France is more interesting. But there's also a fact that I love my country, and I would like to improve it. So yeah, so sometimes I tell myself, if just young people like me just want to flee from my country and not work there, who will we let? I mean, so yeah, there's somehow in it's a responsibility to make our country better. But so yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I would choose Algeria. Maybe I don't know. It depends. It depends. There is more opportunities in France, but I want to improve my country, so it depends.
Yeah, Samir is such a cool guy indeed. And our YouTube comments have been bombarded with so much love. So, most probably, this is the right time to ask you this. If there was one thing you could change about yourself, what would it be, Samir?
um, that's a hard question, actually. If I had something to change.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as I told you, every successful path, even though I do not call my path successful yet, but every successful path had some negative sides on it. So
Mm-hmm.
I know that whatever I want to change, there will also be something that I want to change too. So yeah, I just don't focus on this. I just look at my bad sides, and I try to fix them. I try to give the best of myself every time, and I just don't imagine if I were to change something. I don't say, okay, if I wasn't this way, it would have been better. I just do what I can. I just do what I can to be better, and yeah, I think that's basically how I work.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, I think this is going to be my last question, but I definitely want to ask, if you get a chance to change something in the MSP program, what would it be?
In MSP program, I think that okay, it's also because of the COVID crisis. I mean, I'm talking about MSPs being close to each other. So, for example, what I just wanted when I started to be more active on MSP program, I was looking for some MSPs in France to organize something with them, and I didn't really get people from there. So yeah, it would be cool if we, I don't know, it's just an idea, if we were able to make people closer. I don't know, by just reuniting people in the same area. So yeah, that's something in this way.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. We should recommend this to Pablo someday, maybe.
I think there are there are a lot of efforts to bring us closer together. I mean, we put in a lot of efforts ourselves as well. So this has been great, this discussion. I think we've gotten so much to think about and so many quotes to put on our walls today. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us. And
you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna re-listen it and I'm gonna add all the quotes in the comments. People should see them.
That
So
is
just
so.
listen.
Thank you very much. You're so nice.
Well, no, we mean it. We genuinely mean it. Well, we had one question while we were speaking about the MSP program. We had a question in the chat because you mentioned your brother. Vedant mentioned that your brother was an intern, a research intern at Microsoft. So Vedant wanted to know a little bit about that. If you could share a little bit of his journey as a Microsoft research intern.
Okay. Actually, when I saw the comment, I think that Vidit is being nice because he already knows the story and he wants me to share it with you guys. And okay, so the story is my brother was a PhD student at INRIA, France, and he's working on something related to augmented reality. And he published a paper which got accepted, and the conference was held in Japan. So he went to Japan in order to talk about his paper and his discoveries and his results. And for his experiences, he used some HoloLens equipments about Microsoft to make the experiences of augmented reality. And at the end of his conference, some people went to him and told him, "Hi, Akim." His name is Akim. We saw your presentation. We're interested by what you do. Why not have an interview with you? So these people were from Microsoft Research in Seattle. So he made an interview with them, and it went well, and that's how he got hired to make an internship there. So actually, this is a basic story, and just to add some influence and to make people want to join the MSP program, he told me that during his interview, he mentioned the fact that he was an MSP, and it somehow helped him to get hired. So yeah.
Wow. Like Microsoft Research Intern plus in Seattle, it's like wow.
Yeah. Actually,
Next
it
level.
it was like a dream for him. Actually, yeah, it was like a dream. So
It's like a dream for everyone.
Yeah. But for researchers especially, Microsoft Research is just something very big.
Well, I guess we should end with our good words now so that I can stop the stream.
Yeah, any message that you'd like to share with all our viewers, Samir, before we sign off?
I don't know. Thank you very much for inviting me, guys. And I just wanna put the emphasis on the fact that all of you can do whatever you want to do. It just depends on how much you want to do it and how much you can pay for it. So just put on your mind that you can do everything you want to. You want to learn something, you can do it. If it takes time, okay, just take the time you need. And so you should never say I'm not able to do this. People are better than me. Everybody are equal. So what differs is just the wish that you have for the thing. So this people try to do whatever you want to do, and everything will come with work. Everything will come.
This just reminds me. Yeah, these are words that everybody should live by practically. Thanks a lot. It reminds me of a quote that I've got up on my WhatsApp. I don't mean to take away the spotlight, but it says you've got everything it takes, but it's gonna take everything you've got. That's basically what. That's amazing.
Summarize the thing.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us and for sharing your story with us, for letting us bring your story to the world. Thanks a lot for joining us today. And a huge thank you to our audience.
A big thanks to Aditya.
Definitely.
Yeah,
And
thank you
thank
very
you,
much.
everyone.
That was so cool to do this. Thank you very much for inviting me and just sharing with you. That was so exciting. Thank you very much.
And thank you, everyone, for tuning in and staying up with us until the very end. Hit that like button if you liked today's episode, and make sure that you have subscribed if you haven't already. And let us know on whom you want us to have next in the comment sections below. We would love to have feedbacks from each one of you, so please fill out the feedback forms as well. It will really mean a lot to us.
We'll be putting the feedback form in the first comment down below. Please make sure and fill it for us.
Thank you.
That's all. Bye-bye.
Bye. Good night.
Bye, people.
Good
See
Good
you.
night.
Take
And have a
care.
great day whoever are having their day also. Because we are only the ones having